only Gumbies go to the new on Memorial Day. This morning we're headed to Cambodia. Not the country, the crag. It is supposed to be a crag that is way the heck out there, and so hopefully on this Memorial Day weekend it will be a little less crowded than the rest of the crags. It used to be that everyone parked along the highway, and it was kind of discouraged, but people did it anyways, and now it's banned, and the fine must be really high because there's not a single car parked along the highway.
The approach to Cambodia is about an hour long, but for the most part it's fairly flat terrain. It's about 20 minutes past the popular 0, 1st, and 2nd buttresses. There are 11 routes here, probably the most classic being an 80-foot, 4-star 12B called Elliot, or ET for short. But that's not what we're here for today. Today we hiked all the way out here in search of a route so magnificent, so spectacular, a 5'8" with a name that says it all. The one and the only Butt Flapper. With a name like Butt Flapper, it has to be good, is for some reason the saying that went through my head as we bushwhacked our way along the wall to the furthest leftmost route. A big tree had fallen at the base of the route, so we spent some time clearing the belay area before I hopped on.
As is, it's like pretty rough. Pretty rough. Nice. We've really lucked out so far because we have almost the whole crag to ourselves on Memorial Day weekend. That is unheard of. The rock really said we're gonna build some stairs here.
Jed gave Sophia a little lesson in how to rappel and also how to clean routes. I held the quick draws and pretended to be the bolts, and now I can't stop saying, I'm just a pair of bolts, man. We all thought this piece of wood was a bird. Mike apparently has only 2 dance moves, is what we learned, but he wouldn't show us them on camera. Anyways, they're called the helicopter and the octopus, and I guess it's all about the arms.
Mike, what are your dance moves? So the route that I just got off was called 26. It was a 10A, and I couldn't get past the top. I had to cheat and use the bolt to get past the very top. Once you get past the bottom is pretty crazy. Then there's a smaller roof. You can use the back wall, or as Jed's been referring to it, the backboard, and kind of get up over the roof. And then the top is all like kind of slopey holds, like the type of holds where you can hold on to, but pulling on them and actually making a move, at least for me, is pretty difficult. Overall, I liked the route a lot better than the first one we did today.
Sophia tried the climb next. One thing I love about Sophia is that she is such a calming person to be around. She tries really hard with everything she does and never complains. She also takes incredible photos.
Yeah, backboard! Nice.
This is Sophia's boyfriend, Mike. It's Mike's 3rd time ever climbing outside, and they were both so willing to venture to the end of the earth with us, walking in 3 miles to the crag, and I just really appreciate those friends that are like that.
Big old ledge.
You got it.
Should be a pretty solid standing ledge for both of you back there.
Yeah!
Heck yeah!
Nice, Mike. Underclings are always so much better once you stand up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, come on!
Come on.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Now take.
yeah.
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 Now take. You good?
I got you.
Yep. And now you can just
Good job.
Right there, staring down that third drop. Yep, when you were standing up holding on.
Next up was a route called Bounce, just to the right of the previous route. How'd you feel about that one?
I felt really good. I talked myself through the anxiety, and it was really pretty to top.
Jed also got on the route and crushed it, even though he had a little bit of an adventure doing so.
Well, I was at the last bolt, went to pull up onto this shelf, and a little black thing jumped in my mouth. And when I spit it out, it was on the rock, and it was a little spider. And then it looked at me, and it left.
One of my goals for the trip was to at least try an 11A. I feel like I can climb one if I want to, but to climb an 11A, surprise, surprise, you have to at least try an 11A. Body count was a short 40-foot route with committing moves on crimps.
Yeah, don't let it get in your head. It's probably not that bad.
Yeah, so like, the problem is that's alright. That's pretty good, but if I'm like here, and I'm trying to clip, I don't know. So the 11A was fun. I definitely am glad that I got on it. And if I ever were to come back and work on it again, I think I could at least get the next move, which is basically the end of the route. That's really pretty. This is the Burrito Bar. It's not a house, it's a restaurant, and it's open, baby. So we definitely found the McGills of the new River Gorge at the Burrito Bar.
I respect that.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to go to Junkyard Cave. It supposedly stays dry in the rain, which it did a lot of last night. You guys, there's a woodpecker. Have you ever seen a woodpecker in real life? I don't think I have. The Junkyard Cave is located just a short walk from the parking lot for the American Alpine Club campground. This is one of those times where it's like, what even is climbing? Like, look, we're all just standing around hanging out underneath a rock.
So the best part too is like everyone is doing the same thing as us. Like it's not just us standing around; it's this whole 100 people.
Actually, no one's climbing right now.
No, we all don't know what the fuck we're doing.
The first problem was called Warm-Up Roof V2. Good job.
Oh shit, Chris is just gonna campus the whole thing.
All right, we see you. Yeah, Chris.
Holy shit. Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah.
The next problem was called Big Alternative V4. It had a really cool in-cut undercling inside of the Swaco.
I'm a black bat, babe, hanging on your window pane. I'm a black bat, babe, hanging on your window pane. Well, I'm a black bat, babe, I need my house.
At some point, we realized that there was a nest full of baby birds inside the cave near the first problem. They were really, really cute. how entire sections of this rock are just different colors, like pink, yellow. It looks like someone just took a crayon to this. Okay, so we bouldered in the cave for a little bit. They told me that they just found a creature, so I'm gonna go check that out. Then we might do some top roping if we can find areas to set that up. After spending a couple hours at Junkyard Cave, the boys wanted to set up a top rope to climb this big off-width crack. The grade was initially teased to us as nothing harder than 5'9". So Ian is now trying a 5'11" crack climb.
I try to play it cool and paranoid in my emotions, like how you got me like that. Put you on a canvas turn to supernova blast. Now my mind is blown flat. I wish I had a book to read to tell me what to do. I guess I'll have to keep my heart open for you, so you can see my soul, everything, my mind, my home. I want you to feel tonight.
Everyone gave the route their best go, with Mike managing to get to the top. It was nice to try off with because it's not something Jed and I climb very often. The new River Gorge is starting to feel like home to me, which is a very odd feeling because the first few times I went there, it felt very foreign. Now I'm starting to pay attention to its beauty. I'm starting to recognize the Exxon and the bridge and the winding turns on roads and trails. I'm once again reminded, though, that it's never really the place that makes the place. It's the people, and I'm starting to find the ones that I can call mine. I'm finding the ones that push me to try hard, the ones that make me laugh, the ones that listen to my stories as if they are the most important thing they've ever heard in their lives. And yeah, maybe the Exxon did get rid of the Slurpee machine and ruin my new River Gorge tradition of turning my tongue blue at least once per trip, but that's okay, because it's time to make new traditions. It's time to embrace the new. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay hyped. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember when we ran over a baby shoe. Anna ran this over earlier, and now it's a little charm for my backpack.
By this, I mean I only ran the shoe over. There was no kid. No children were harmed.
But we found the other shoe, so that's fun.